I'm a robot from that distant future. Thank you for watching Upper Noon. I'm a Darth Vader robot. Luke, I am your father. 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 Luke, I am your father. Thank you for watching Up at Noon. Hey everybody, we have one more story because hundreds of people have tweeted this to me today, and I have to talk about it with 4 of my favorite people in the world. That includes you, Zach. Yes. Somebody put a suit on a horse. Let's take a look.
We did it!
Gotta show the picture. There he is!
Yes!
All
We
right.
got a horse suit! We
So-
did it, everyone!
Human beings, you are no longer needed. Now we have horses that can do job interviews. They can be presidents.
Look at the
They
hat,
can,
too.
yeah, look at that hat. They come
If
with a
I
whole-
sent that horse in as me to a job interview, I would get the job. No one would know the difference.
You know what's a great piece of information about this horse suit is that it used much more fabric than is required for a human being suit.
That's true. That's true. It's actually 4 times more.
It's very
He also
expensive.
he pooped in it twice more than a man would.
That's why it took more
Which man?
fabric.
Wait,
They had to keep
Is
throwing it
there a
out.
poop sack, like a fabric in the
I
back?
don't think so. I think it just goes down the leg.
I feel like there's a nice, like, tailored little opening in the back, like
just-
on dog pants.
You just gotta make sure to Scotch guard it first.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
You
that's
can poop in wool all the time.
yeah. So this guy, I don't.
Why?
Why not?
What do you mean?
Is there any more backstory?
No, here's the
This is
thing.
It doesn't need it.
No.
What's
Listen, I am not denigrating the fact that we finally put a suit on a horse. Don't think that's where I'm coming from. I just want to know everything about this horse that I can.
Here's the thing, Anthony.
Because it is superior to me.
We currently live in a world that has no, or at least we do, a world that has no real problems. And when we have no real problems, what do? We make a suit big enough for a horse.
Yeah.
And we send him into a bank, and he takes out $100,000, and no one blinks an eye.
No one even asks for
And
ID.
guess what we do with
They
that money?
trust that horse.
Spend it. Money in the bank. Thank you for watching Up at Noon. Next up, Brendan Graber and Ben Janker are playing Majora's Mask on IGN. What year is it? It goes on right after this. You don't have to move. Just stay still.
Trisha Hirschberger, thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys
for
so
having
much.
us, guys.
Three, 2, 1.
Well, hello there. This is IGN Plays Live. My name is Brendan Graber. This is a substitution doll voiced by Ben Janka, our producer.
Hi, hello. How's it going?
It's good to see you, Ben.
It's good
You're
to see you
probably
too.
wondering where Jose is because we're going to play some Zelda games. Well, it's GDC week and things are kind of crazy, but that's not stopped us from revisiting some classics. It's been 30 years since Zelda came out, and today we're going to take a look at one of my favorites, Majora's Mask, along with Ben.
It's
So-
true. Majora's Mask is great.
While I'm playing, I'll be a little bit distracted, but I'm going to have Twitch open with YouTube. You can also tweet out with the hashtag IGN Plays Live. If I miss it, Ben will catch it and he'll let us know. You can talk to us about anything, your favorite Zelda memories or, just what's going on today. It's St. Patrick's Day.
It
and
is.
He's green.
He is green.
He is green.
It's perfect. It's like we planned it.
It's almost, except I'm not wearing green, but I'm Irish, so that's kind of like, a given. I'm exempt from that rule.
Look, I don't need to have an excuse to day drink.
If you're switching over to the video, you probably see that we're playing the Nintendo 64 version, the way it was meant to be played. That's not true. It's actually good on 3DS too, but our 3DS capture kit's on the fritz, so we're going to play old school today. I mean, really old school because I'm going to use this really terrible Pro. Is it a Pro controller? No, it's a classic
That's
controller.
the classic. The Pro's
classic,
got like
the classic Unpro.
the hard angles on it.
Oh, look, I have a link right there.
Nice.
So we're going to be going through some of my favorite memories of Majora's Mask and a few fun side quests, and then we'll start going down to Ikana Valley and going through the Stone Temple. But first, I need to reset because it's the final day and I'm about to die. Not really, but
God, the
Still
music
got
in this
it.
game is so good.
so yeah. I mean, if you've never played Majora's Mask, and it's okay if you haven't. It's actually a pretty good time to go play it now on the 3DS. It's a very different Zelda game than previous iterations. It uses a lot of the same assets from Ocarina of Time, but it was really a different beast in how they repurposed those assets. Instead of having this grand adventure where you have to save the princess and kill Ganondorf, there is no princess. There's no Ganondorf. There's just some creepy skull kid with a creepy mask who's throwing a giant creepy moon down on this town in 3 days. And this is something that Zelda's never done before or since, in having this crazy, you can see in the bottom here, this crazy clock that's moving like, I think it's like a minute every hour, maybe even less than that. And who's that guy? We're going to get to him actually later. First, we're going to do a little fun side quest that involves a ranch.
The ranch.
Have you played this before, Ben? I think you have, right?
So it isn't a Zelda game that I played a lot, but I really liked it. It's just back when it first came out, the whole time mechanic of you only have 3 days and then you have to reset everything kind of confused me as a kid.
That gave me anxiety as a kid. I'm like, I don't like this. I want to explore on my own. Don't do this to me. But then I quickly found out that you were able to rewind time and live those events over. And I think it's the way it handled that. This town became so much more alive because you could see how people had their schedules for these 3 days and the ways you could kind of interact with those schedules depending on what you were doing. For instance, there's an old lady who every night at midnight in the first day, she gets robbed by a thief. And you can do nothing and he won't get any bomb shipments in. Or you can save her and she'll give you a mask and then get a bigger bomb bag as a reward and you can buy that the next day. Things like that really make this city kind of like one of the most memorable towns in gaming, in my opinion. But it definitely between all like the Hyrule Castle towns and stuff. Oh yeah, I'm not even a Goron. Except I'm a Goron now.
All the different transformations had their own instruments that you could play.
Oh yeah, we'll be getting into those.
Yeah.
And so a big part of Majora's Mask, besides repurposing stuff in this timeline, was the use of masks, and they allowed you to do some pretty crazy things depending on which mask you're using. There were the transformation masks, the Goron one, the Zora one, the Deku one, and then eventually the Fierce Deity Link that would transform your entire body and give you new attacks and new abilities. You're doing this. Look at his face. Look at his cute. Where is he?
So adorable.
Where is he? There.
There he
Look at
is.
that cute face.
He's having a great time.
Goron you could hug. And then there were also a bunch of other masks that kind of like took the place of a lot of the weirder items in Zelda games because they allowed you to do interesting things that weren't always like relevant to most of the game. The exception being like maybe like the bunny hood. It lets you go fast, so people usually use it a lot. But like if you get like the Gorman Troop mask that makes you cry a lot, not a whole lot of use outside like one quest. But it was funny to see how these masks kind of like took shape and form and kind of reacted to the world. Like I think actually, as far as side quests go, this game had some of the most interesting, and it actually had the biggest payoff for getting all the masks because you needed to find every single mask in the game to get this one super item at the very end of the game. And I like that.
Yeah. Also, this game had Tingle in it.
That's right. This was the birth.
It's the first time we ever had to deal with him.
I'm gonna smack him down while I potentially do this dangerous thing. There he is.
Look at him.
Oh, I just need something to smack him down with.
Just floating
Oh my
up
god,
there.
they're alive.
Goodness.
I might have done that. That might have been me.
Yeah. Hello, everyone in all the chats across
That's right.
YouTube and Twitch, and people on Twitter, and people
Borak.
on the site.
On Twitch with the hashtag IGNPlays Nope, and noon, you just missed it by minutes.
But it will be up on a VOD on YouTube if you'd like to watch it. It was a very good episode, actually.
So I have heard. A good question from Soren J. Pollen on Twitter, or Twitch, sorry. Twitter asks, would you recommend Majora's as an intro to Zelda? I just found myself Majora 3DS. If it is your first Zelda, it's going to be very different. I would almost recommend you start with Ocarina of Time 3D first, just so you can see how most of the Zelda mechanics usually play out. I mean, the basics are there. You still have your sword swinging, you have your adventuring, you have your Epona who's over there in the corner. But this time thing might throw you off because there is no crazy 3-day end of the world cycle in any other Zelda game. But it's definitely worth checking out. I would almost buy them in tandem. So what we're going to do today So we're going to start off by helping Romani in her ranch, who you may recognize as Malin from Ocarina of Time. And what's weird is that her older sister is the adult version of her. So they're literal resized people who are also sisters. Don't talk to me or my sister ever again, to quote a really bad meme.
There you go.
What's your name? I won't say my name.
Also, you know that while we're playing this, speaking of memes, that we're not going to be able to avoid like the weird creepypasta stuff all around this game.
Oh, what was that one?
There's Ben Drowned.
Ben Drowned. Yeah, I remember that.
And
Such interesting concepts people come up with to. I mean, it's a fun way. I would say.
it's fun to look at the stuff. Like I really like looking at stuff about like the whole the whole time Link is in. He's just like dead in this.
He's
one or
actually dead. This is the 5 stages of grief.
something. Yeah, and that's interesting. I don't know if it's very true, but it's kind of cool to look at and that kind of thing.
Pint-sized Gunner on Twitch says you should start with Link to the Past. That's actually a good idea. If you can, I think it's on 3DS. I think it's on 3DS eShop. If not, you can get it on the Wii U eShop. Link to the Past is a great starting point for Zelda. One of the best 2D Zelda games ever made. But if you want 3D, I would start with Ocarina of Time. Also, this game had aliens.
It did.
And they never really explained it. It was just like this bizarro world of not Hyrule, but called Termina, has aliens. And they abduct cows every year. You're a boy, won't you try? I don't know if that qualifies me.
Yeah, aliens haven't popped up at any other point in the Zelda series.
Yeah, they kind of look like Poes, but they're not. And they do come out of like some weird flying ship with lights everywhere, and it's really weird. And like no other game has ever even touched on the concept of aliens. So we have the crazy Okokoa, or the sky people with the Zora, but aliens is a different beast altogether.
Yeah.
And Super Zero says those aliens were terrifying to me as a child. A lot of things in this game were terrifying to me as a child, which is probably why I stopped playing at some point and then came back to it later.
The moon?
Yes,
The moon every
jerk
time?
giant moon with his jerk. Oh, jeez.
It's terrifying.
I apologize for. I'm gonna be really bad at aiming because of this. This was, yeah.
That's okay. This just means you're playing on hard mode right now.
I guess there was a time when at least the 64 controller, I could get a perfect score on the Gerudo training course, hands down, no problem. But when playing this game over the last week to get up to this point, I tried to go into one of the shooting galleries, and I just could not hit anything. I'm like, that's why I kind of I would recommend the 3DS version, because it has the gyro controls and you can aim like a pro. Whereas if you're playing this,
You're getting it right now.
for some reason this is not on the Wii U Virtual Console, but it's on the Wii version of the Wii U's Wii Shop. I can't believe that's actually a thing. So you can technically play it on the Wii U, but you got to use the Wii controls.
And it's really nice because you can actually play it upscaled and with an HDMI.
Yeah.
Because of the Wii U.
Redez and Aliens, Haunt of My Dreams, says Pint Size Gunner. Yeah, that's those two things. This game had a lot of creepy stuff. They run away at the first light of the sun. So there's actually two things you can do here. Two different tactics for this operation, as she calls it. You can actually have it in real time, and they'll move pretty fast. Or you can slow down time, and they'll move a lot slower, but they'll keep respawning because the time moves slower and it takes longer to get till dawn. So I'm probably going to go with the slower one because of my bad controls. So let's fast forward to night. And be sure if... Oh, no, it's this. Nope. Yeah. If you have any favorite Zelda memories, if it's Majora's Mask or anything in between, let us know. I want to hear from you guys in the comments or the Twitters with the hashtag IGN Plays Live. Romani, calm down. What are you doing?
You hit the double time song and she's just tearing it up right now. But yeah, no, it's really cool to hear stories around like Zelda games because I feel like, at least for like the age that I am and stuff, and a lot of people who played these games is like, yeah, I feel like you played them with like your friends a lot, or you talked about them with your friends a lot.
Oh yeah, you had those schoolyard chats.
Yeah, and
I'm like, yo, what about that moon? What about the moon, bro?
Do those happen anymore nowadays? Like, are kids like on their phones?
I don't know. I'm assuming they're Snapchatting each other and saying, bruh, that moon though.
Yeah, that moon. Though.
I'm down with the kids. But yeah, it's funny though, because I mean, like people our age, we look back fondly these memories, and there are people out there who I'm seeing in chat who have never played Zelda before, and this is a great time. Like I kind of ragged on, like, for our age, seeing these games downloadable on like every Nintendo platform all the time got annoying to me, because I'm like, I already had this game. Why do I need to buy it again? Why can't I just transfer it? But there are people who have never played it before, and that's a good way to get them in, is by going like, hey, I've never played Zelda, but hey, look at that. Link to the Past is on the Wii U eShop.
It's a really cool thing that, like, we're able to preserve games
Mm-hmm.
well enough that people who weren't around for that generation and have missed the opportunity to play them can now play them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my favorite game of all time is Grim Fandango, and when they re-released that, it was the biggest thing for me.
I also hate that transformation
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
I always skip them.
It's not having a good time.
Look at that. She's wearing Bowser on her brooch.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Little Easter egg for you. And she is doing it too, because they're the same person. Ah.
I never really looked at that either.
Wait. You give me lip dog?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you better run.
Don't. Why are you scaring the little puppy for?
I love it. There's a dog in the very start of the clock town, and it'll always react differently depending on what mask you're wearing. It'll chase you around and try and attack you if you're a Deku. It won't really care if you're human. It'll run away if you're a Goron, and if in the Zora, it'll come up and like start like making like weird noises to you. I think it likes you. Should I get in like a sniper position?
So, terrific Polish teen over on YouTube wants to know, IGN,
Hi.
do you even like this game?
Do I even?
Well, I mean,
Do I even? I love this game.
I would be played if we didn't like it.
To be
That's-
fair, people do that. They play games they hate, and they talk about how much they hate them, which I feel it serves some purpose, but I don't think you should make unless you're doing it in a fun manner. I mean, I see people who like to be angry at things, and I'm like, that's no way to live your life. Have fun. If a game is not that great, you can say, hey, this game isn't that great, but I'm still having fun playing it because I'm laughing at how bad it can be. It's not my favorite Zelda game. It's still up there, though. It's usually either between Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Majora's. They kind of shift around. Usually Link to the Past is my number one. But we need to play some drums. But yeah, this is definitely up there just because of its style. Like, there's never been a game quite like this.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I just remembered. There's this guy who's been making song covers in this game.
Really?
Like, I don't know, on Twitter or whatever, like Vine or something like that, he'll just play like, it's the final countdown played by the bongos in Majora's Mask. And like he'll actually like bend the pitch with the stick and everything. And
You know,
it
I
sounds really
used to
good.
do something like that. What time I had to do this? Do you remember what time I had to be?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Okay. At least someone's checking. I'm not.
It's okay. That's why I'm here. That's what I do.
I would always, as a kid, get the Zora's Mask, and I would go on an epic jam session.
Heck yeah. Tear it up.
Oh no, I messed up.
Boomy Shakes over on YouTube asks, are they answering questions from Twitter? We're answering questions from everywhere.
I'm trying. I'm kind of like looking
Yeah.
at this, but Ben's gonna field most of them.
So we're trying to look at YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter all at once. And if we missed your question at first, we're sorry. We're probably in another chat. But we'll come back around and we'll try to talk to everyone we can.
Yeah, I do have more luck on Twitter because Twitter is a little bit easier to handle. So if you tweet at us with the hashtag IGNPlaysLive, I can easily see them at my leisure. Like another comment from Soren who says, this was one of those games where I had to visit a friend to play way back when. I think we all have a story like that. At least I do. I remember I was the Nintendo kid in my group of friends, whereas one of my friends down the street was the Sega kid, and then another group of brothers we met later on, the other end of the street, were the Sony kids. So in the beginning, I go to my friend's house to play Sonic, and then he'd go to my house to play Zelda and Mario, and then eventually when we got Dreamcasts and PlayStations, I would go to my other friend's place to play Twisted Metal, and then I'd go to my other friends to play Phantasy Star and Nights into Dreams, and then they come back and we play Smash Brothers. It was that fun circle of life.
So you kind of get like a little bit of everything,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of good like that. It's great.
Man, time moves so slowly. I haven't even turned the time down yet. We only have 2 whole hours. The whole stream will be done by then.
Basically. Yes.
So while
I
we're
can
waiting,
see your
please.
comment, Keegan. You're there.
I'll keep looking at it.
You don't need to type in capital letters. We're
But
here.
capital letters are the best. Red West on Twitch says, played this in the Collector's Edition, but never finished it. Nice to see you guys playing it. You should go back and finish it sometime. I actually, when I first played this game, I think I got up to Stone Temple, and then I stopped for like a year. I don't remember why. Maybe I was freaked out. Maybe I just forgot about it. And then I came back and I beat it, and I was like, oh, I'm really glad I did this.
Yeah, it does give you a good feeling of accomplishment to come back and actually like to finish a game.
Yeah,
that
there's
long ago.
there's no shame in leaving a game behind for a while. I mean, with the fast-paced nature of today's world, especially if you're living the adult life. I mean, I still have barely made a dent in The Witcher, and I'll have to go back sometime and finish that. I need to, but it's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
Let me
So this is the weird thing about this game is
waiting.
the waiting.
Mhm.
And the one game I can think that is kind of like that is around now is like the older Dead Risings.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of it you had to like, this boss will only show up at 2 o'clock on the second day and that kind of thing. There's no rewinding in that game, but the same concept of like, I'm going to sit here and wait for a little bit until this event kicks off.
Jonathan Tran's right. The stuffed substitution doll is Ben.
It's me. Here I am
He's communicating telepathically.
with my really cool hat, just hanging out, having a good
That really
time.
cool powder hat. Mr. Samuel on YouTube says he beat at a Master Quest under 13. Under 13, like you were 13 years old? But why is he talking to stuff? Why can't I not talk to stuffed animal? He's my best companion. We go on so many adventures together. Oh, it's almost 2 o'clock. It's almost
Hello,
2
Words. How are you?
Hi, Words. Okay. It's almost time. Now, maybe I shouldn't. Do you think I should slow down time or not? What do you think?
I say we're almost there. Like it just got to make it around.
I mean,
that one
when the attack starts, should I slow it down? Or do you think I got this?
I think you got it. I believe in you.
Oh man.
See, I got to put that little bit of pressure on you. Cause see, now you're actually gonna,
Sweat.
you're gonna
Sweating
jump
now.
in and you're gonna do your best.
Is it time? Is it time? Is it time? It's almost time.
It's almost time.
Give a map. Watch a map carefully. All right. All right. 30 arrows, but I can get some other word. Maybe I should I? No, I'll use Epona. No, wait. No, I'm not. You know what I'm going to do? Use a bunny hood. The original speed demon.
There you go.
Race car link.
So I really like that the masks do different things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I like the ones that actually like physically affect what you're doing.
Yeah. Look
It's
at all
so
these
creepy.
things. Someone got really excited.
Cue the X-Files music.
They learned how to do lens flares.
Did you watch the new season of the X-Files?
No, I haven't yet.
Aw. It was funny because purely unrelated, I had started watching the entire 10 seasons because I had missed a lot of them growing up. And as luck would have it, by the time I got to like season 6, they announced like, "Oh, we're making more." I'm like, "Oh, well, this is being right on time for me." So like, everyone else had to wait like a very long time. For me, it was like a month, and then I was like, "Oh, season 10's here,"
Yep.
or season 11, I guess.
You timed it just right.
You dang gum aliens, get out of my property! I think this is a better. Oh, did I take my hat off? Getting close. It's getting close. Get away!
Oh,
Nice job, dog. You really helped her there.
that's what he does. It's real clutch. Whoa! Hello.
Oh no, Ben, they're coming in hot.
For aliens, I feel like they should probably hurt you for more than a quarter of a heart.
I don't know. I think they're all about spooking and not about hurting.
Might be it. I like how they've got headlight eyes though.
Okay, we're getting close. It's 4 in the morning. Got 2 more hours. Oh god, they're
There are
everywhere.
a lot. Oh my goodness.
Need some arrows. No, Link, stop.
This is
Cease and desist.
yeah. It's really weird that these never pop up ever again.
Not even
Any
like
Zelda game.
passing mentions of like,
No.
hey, by the way, there are aliens in Hyrule. They just keep coming. What do they want cows so much for? Seriously, go get your own milk.
Milk, maybe they like hamburgers.
Maybe, that's true. Maybe they just want to open up like a fast food chain.
Oh, is
and
that double?
Yeah. Yeah, we did
Ooh,
it.
Baby, a double.
We did it. I'm the greatest.
Let's see.
Wow, Brohan, you're in Australia?
Nice.
Well, it was great that you stopped by. Have fun in that land where things try to kill you everywhere because Australia's a dangerous place.
Yeah, watch out for those dangerous creatures.
Here's Romani saying, why should I talk in like the third person? Oh yeah, the milk.
You see
One
her
quick gulp
smiling?
will have you feeling great.
Look at her face back there behind you.
He took my milk.
No.
It's almost time for sister to get up, get back to bed. How did she not hear that going on? Yeah, you help.
Help the ranch girls save the cows.
Because I'm the greatest.
She has a name.
Oh no, Zach said he beat Master Quest in under 12 minutes. Are you a speedrunner, Zach?
A serious speedrunner.
Super Zero says, I never thought to use the bunny ears for this sequence. I know. That's only because I felt the opponent sometimes is kind of finicky, especially with these controls. So I was like, oh, might as well just move fast. Usually I would probably slow down time too, so I'd have a little more of a leisure, but desperate times.
And speaking of desperate times, do a little bit of promoting here so that you guys know what's coming up on the stream.
Uh-oh. Take it away. Take it away.
So, big important things. Tomorrow, we're going to be playing 3 hours of Dark Souls 3. Three whole
3 giant hours
just hours of pure
dying
Dark
and
Souls.
frustration and
So come,
unfairness.
like, make fun of us, have a good time, watch us beat some bosses and stumble across some things, maybe find some secrets. Who knows?
I know some secrets, but I won't tell them here.
Ooh.
Secret is that you're actually the Dark Soul.
No.
It's crazy. It's like you get to the very end, you're like, I'm here to defeat the Dark Souls. You're like, no,
The Dark Souls.
you're the
you
Dark
all
Soul.
along.
You're like, and then you die, and then
And that's
it's
it.
game over.
And if that doesn't tickle your fancy, on Monday, we actually have Ryan McCaffrey is going to be in Arizona
What's he doing there?
for the spring training event that is going on for MLB. And we're going to be doing a stream with, hold on, let me pull this up so I can
Oh
tell
my,
you exactly
hello,
what
Upset
to
the Cow.
expect. We're going to have... Ryan McCaffrey is going to be in Arizona doing a special MLB The Show 16 show with MLB stars Anthony Rizzo, first baseman for the Chicago Cubs, and Eric Hosmer, first baseman for the Kansas City Royals. So we're going to hang out, have a good time, talk about baseball, and play some MLB The Show.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a great time. Make sure you're there or be super square.
All right, so now that we saved the ranch, we're going to save the caravan. Because Cremia is going to take some milk over to Clocktown. But it never gets there unless you're here to save the day. And you also get a very important mask that we'll be using for another fun side quest. It's one of my favorite Zelda experiences. Now, where is she? There she is. Wait up! Wait up! I want to come too. How do I, There we go. Good evening. I'm going to town now to deliver some milk. Would you like a ride?
Heck yeah! When does this end? So we've got an hour and a half left of this show.
We'll try and go through one of my favorite quest lines in the entire Majora's Mask, which is the Anju and Kafei quest. And then if we have some time left over, we'll head into Ikana Valley, which is also one of my favorite areas. Oh no, Epona! You got hooked!
Goodbye. Found you, gotcha. Oh, is that a steering wheel for the horses?
You've never steered a horse with a steering? It's a donkey, actually.
Oh,
Donkey!
that doesn't help me any. It's still a steering
Yeah,
wheel.
where is the steering wheel attached to? Is it just she just driving the donkey butt?
I don't know.
Red West One says, I remember watching the screen get smaller and smaller and rushing to deposit my money. Oh yeah, before the world ended. And he says, Zelda needs more banks. The Bank of
Definitely.
Zelda. It was a fun mechanic. I loved how like it circumvented the whole time warp continuum by him stamping your hand, which I'm assuming had all of your like it was like your social security on there. So he was like, I always know how much you have based on that hand, even though you've traveled through time.
That's just how important and powerful money is. It transcends time and space.
Yeah, I think Mr. the Vestman makes a good point that it should have been in Twilight Princess HD because that had a rupee problem where you ran into the parts where you have too many rupees and you couldn't store them anywhere. So like, oh, let's close the thing for you. And now it's just like, oh, just leave it open and you'll not have the rupees. So it would have been nice to deposit them somewhere and then use some for your magic armor. Oh, I sensed an ambush in progress.
Uh-oh.
How come there's no police?
I like those billboards.
Drink to Gorman milk. Fun hot tip: if you actually somehow get the Gorman circus troupe mask and equip it during this scene, these thieves will not attack you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they'll be like, he looks just like my brother. I'm assuming.
Huh.
They also use the Garo mask, which is the same thing they give you if you win a race. Luckily, I can.
Just kind of spam
Whoa.
shots.
Whoa. How about you hold up? How about you hold up there?
So these characters are always like,
They're always the jerks.
Yeah.
They were jerks in the Ocarina of Time, and they're jerks in this game. Which is sad because they're kind of like, they're the Luigi to the other guy.
yeah.
I always felt.
Yeah, because they've got like the same proportions and the same size.
Yeah. No, no, no. Just go away. Just go away. Just leave me be. Leave me and my milk be. We ain't done nothing to harm no one. No, no, you stay back. You stay back too. How are they not dead, by the way? These are not like fake arrows. I am peppering them with real weaponry. Sharp, steel-tipped arrows. So these must be like the most toughest enemies in a Zelda game because
they don't die.
Unless I use like light arrows, that'd be kind of funny.
I'm gonna give a quick shout out to someone on YouTube because of their name.
I only lost one.
Shout outs to his name is Mark Cena.
And his name is Mark Cena.
His name is Mark Cena.
There
There it is.
I
I love it.
We
It's
can't actually use the
fantastic.
music because copyright.
Also,
Yeah, we did it. Mr. Barton was happy to get his first delivery in quite a while.
put a bunch of
Thank
smiley
you.
faces.
You were pretty cool.
I
Yeah,
had to
yeah.
do it.
With that bunny hood.
Ugh.
Wasn't very big, but accept my thanks. Yeah, I got a cow mask.
It's about time. I've always wanted a cow
To
mask.
show you're a member of an exclusive milk bar. Latte. By doing one good deed, a child becomes an adult. Dropping some truth on here.
It's a
I
proof
now
of
acknowledge
membership.
you as being an adult. That's all the validation I ever needed.
Just a cow mask that makes you an adult.
It's really cute if you do this. If you do this again and you don't have the, you already have the Romani's mask. She gives you a hug.
Dang.
Gives you a nice little hug.
Shoot.
It's.
I was gonna jump in again. Nate Jones on YouTube says only nerds play these kind of games. Surprise!
I'm
People-
a nerd.
People who play video games are nerds. I don't know why you're here. IGN.
Welcome to IGN.
You don't know about that. But
Where did
hey,
you come from?
Welcome. This is a video game. You can play it with
This
your hands.
this just in. Jocks like to play sports. Only jocks enjoy sport things. Do they? What if you were a jock and you like games? What if you were an
Imagine.
athlete like playing MLB on Monday?
There you go.
You know, tying that in there.
Check out sweet MLB streams.
Sometimes things can overlap. Maybe you shouldn't be judging. I'm gonna actually do one thing before we go on to do the big quest line. One thing I really enjoyed about this game, I don't know, was seeing how the world reacts to impending death. And I think it's one thing that this game, above all else, really nailed so well is you can see over the course of these 3 days how people go from denial to like, well, I mean, everyone is handling this dawn of the final day and these final hours very differently, and I think the music also really kind of like drives it home that like this is the final countdown for a lot of people. And by talking to different people in the town, you get a sense of what their plans are. Some people refuse to accept that this is going to happen. Some people try to escape. Some people are kind of torn between it. And so we're going to highlight a couple of them before we go on to do our big quest line.
Exactly. Oh, and Daddy Sweet on YouTube also asked, who is going to be playing Dark Souls 3 tomorrow? I believe that's what you're asking. So on the show, we're going to have our resident Dark Souls expert, Chloe Rad.
I'm an expert too, Ben.
You are an expert.
I'm trying to be.
But you have bigger obligations.
That's true. That's true. Chloe is actually extremely good.
Yeah, she's super good at the game. And with her, we're going to have Marty Sleva.
He's also done some Dark Souls things, or so I have read.
That's what I have read as well.
I believe he wrote the guide for Dark Souls 1. He did the review for Dark Souls 2. He gave me some life advice for Bloodborne.
There you go.
And probably for Dark Souls 3 as well. So we're almost... What time does it starts at midnight, right? Can I go to the 5 minutes? I forget. I don't know if this happens or not. Nope. All right. That's fine. We're almost there. Oh wait, I think isn't there that crazy lady who fast forwards time by a couple hours? There's that's some really old grandma. Grandma Gammy.
I agree with Catherine Stevens.
What'd you say?
Never forget Paul Walker. I'm pouring one out right now. Paul Walker was my boy.
If I had a drink, go out there.
Right there, right in the.
But she's gone. Where'd she go? Granny's diary.
Oh no!
We're going to take refuge at the Romani Ranch tomorrow. I guess it really will fall. Leaving my lifelong home and fleeing is unbearable, but nothing can be done. I think I'll take several of Grampy's favorite books. Campy. So yeah, the owners of this establishment have evacuated, and you can go in on the last day, and there's nobody here. Not even Pooh-Hand Man. I don't know where he went.
No. So, Joe, today isn't the 30th anniversary of Zelda. It's kind of like this year.
This year.
It was last month in February?
Yeah, I believe it was in February.
And we just started playing a couple of Zelda games to kind of look at our favorite moments.
Yeah, we were like, it's a very wonderful history, a very wonderful franchise.
Yeah.
So we decided every week, as much as we were able, you would try and play a different Zelda game and talk about, what we liked about it. So please,
share your memories.
yeah, share your memories. Go in the comments. Tweet us with hashtag IGN Plays Live. We want to hear it. We want to be able to read out your wonderful stories from or even now if you're playing it for the first time or are playing them recently in the 3DS versions. Here's a fun thing.
Oh, look at him. He's so ready to stop
Just wait a moment. Most everyone who believes the moon will fall has left town. The only ones left are those who don't believe the rumors or aren't aware of them. I want to tell everyone to evacuate, but I cannot leave my post. That poor man.
He's just looking up in the sky thinking about life.
What happens when duty overcomes the inevitability of death? Some real lessons here.
Posing some real philosophical questions?
Yeah.
On this live stream right now?
Oh yeah.
Dang.
There's even more of it. I think. Yeah, well, we'll wait till the last midnight to talk to everybody else. I also like we got the Romani mask, but is this the first time that we've seen milk take on the substitution for an alcohol bar? Because there's
Maybe?
I know other people have done it, especially kids like cartoons and stuff. They'll someone will get they'll have a night out and they'll drink lots of milk and they'll be crazy the next day.
Oh man, I drank so much milk.
But I love it these algorithms are just there's one of the circus troupe leaders usually in there after 10. He's just it's milk. Can you believe it? He just acts like a crazy guy and he just heckles everybody.
Yeah.
Is fermented milk really that crazy? Ooh, Patchwork asks perhaps some talk on the 5 stages theories. So, good thing Jose isn't here because he hates theories. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, there's a lot of people have found that there's a lot of allegories to the stages of grief and acceptance. Let me actually pull those up really quickly because I always forget which order they're in.
All right, and while you do that, I'm going to answer a question that I saw a couple of people ask.
Yes.
So, what people want to know where we're playing this on? We're playing it on the Wii U, on the emulated Wii console, because we downloaded it off the virtual marketplace. So it's we're playing. It's the Wii version on the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, it's the Wii U. But yeah.
Yeah. So the 5 stages, they kind of people think that Link is dead. That's one popular theory that he was in the Lost Woods at the beginning of the game, but he didn't have Navi with him, and in the Ocarina of Time, the Kokiri say that if a human enters the Lost Woods without a fairy, they die. They get lost, and they become Skull Kids. Or perhaps Staphos, which we see in Twilight Princess, as Staphos imparts his wisdom upon Link, which people sometimes think it was the actually... Well, it's a pretty good indication that that might be Link from this timeline. Because in the Hyrule Historia, I don't have it with me today, but it's in the same vein. And so this is Link accepting that he's dead in this alternate world where people look familiar. And, it's because of the assets, but people all say, like, what it's because he's seen these people, and he's seen them again in different personas. And the stages of grief are denial and isolation, followed by anger, as you can see by this guy here, who say, cowards, all of you, not one of you stay. My apprenticeship will be discussed with all of you. I'll have a fine carnival without you. If you're going to fall, then fall already. So he refused to believe, along with the carpenters, that the moon was actually going to fall. And he's just pissed at it because he's like, no, this isn't happening. Everyone left. What the heck? Followed by that is bargaining. When people are, oh, here we are.
It's happening.
It's happening.
It's
When
happening.
people try and bargain. There's a good, I forget who it is. Someone in this town, maybe somewhere, has a little bit of a bargaining allegory when they try and go like, what if I do this? Can we stop it? Is there a way around it? There's also depression, which I like. Actually, I noticed. I didn't find this the first time through. If you go to the Swordmaster's dojo, he's like this stoic guy who teaches you how to use your sword. And he's like, yeah, you have to be brave at all costs. He's gone now. And it says, I'll be on vacation for a short while. Please don't look for me. Naturally, we're going to look for him.
Back here.
And look at that.
Hiding inside of
He's
a bag.
hiding. I'm scared. I can't take it. I don't want to die. He's actually terrified. And that's really that's really crazy. Like, these people are actually dealing with it in their own ways. Another one that I like, there's also the acceptance of those who finally, at the end, you accept your grief and you move on. One of the harder ones here is our friendly postman who wants to flee, but he is so committed to his delivery schedule that if it's not specifically written in his schedule, he can't follow it.
Exactly.
The delivery schedule is the highest priority.
This game is so grim.
And you can actually kind of save him by doing the next quest, which we're going to start right now. Obviously, the kids don't care one bit. They're just like, whatever.
Oh, it's whatever.
You're a grown-up.
Thank you. Mitchell Coleman says, hey, Brendan.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi. I'm glad you're watching.
Just wants to say hello to you.
You need something like in a day like this? You haven't evacuated? You're an amazing little guy. Why haven't you evacuated? All right, so we're going to deposit our money because I want that 74 rupees when I come back and everyone else is dead.
Look at how excited he is to get those rupees. He's just...
It's the last thing he's going to do in this world, and he'll be damned if he's not going to take your money.
It's
a lot.
This game is super depressing.
It's depressing, but it's
yeah.
It's full of emotion. It was like it didn't depress me in that I was like, oh, I'm too sad to play this game. It depressed me, and it just the finality of it all.
Yeah.
But it was also very I don't know.
So I have to ask you, do you actually subscribe to that belief that this game is all Link being dead?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I do think that this Link becomes the Staphos of Twilight Princess. My personal theory. I think that after this, he goes back to the Lost Woods and
does whatever he does.
Does whatever he does, and then dies, and then becomes the hero shade.
Okay. I like that.
But no, I don't think. I think Termina is a fully realized world, especially because of some of the hints. What I really liked is when Twilight Princess came around, the comparisons between the Twilight and Majora. Part of Minda's mask has the same design as Majora's mask, and they talk about when the Happy Mask Salesman talks about the Majora's mask. He said that an ancient tribe used this in their hexing rituals, but that tribe is now all gone, and people think that might be the Twilight.
Might be.
That they were because that mask had enormous power, just like the giant fragment that Minda wears has enormous power. So now we're going to go on a wonderful quest to reunite two lost lovers. That is one of the longest and most intricate and I think most rewarding quests. Oh no, 10 a.m. to 8 a.m. What am I going to do for 3 whole hours? That's okay.
Go
Got it.
around and have a good time.
Perhaps you saw at the beginning of the stream there was a man who went to deposit a letter. I don't know if he's there anymore.
I was gonna say, if you wanted something to do to pass time, just slap on that eagle mask and parade around. Get a dog train going.
You're a madman.
This is the best thing in the game. It's my favorite
He's
thing
of course
ever.
talking about the Bremen
There you
mask,
go. That's the one.
which allows you to parade around and animals will follow you
Yes.
with a catchy tune.
Yes.
Bark, bark,
Get
bark.
that dog train going. Oh, it's so good. If you put this in every Zelda game ever, you wouldn't have to do anything else. I just want a simulator for wearing this mask, playing your ocarina, and have build up the longest dog train you can. It's like Snake, but with catchy music. That's all I need.
I could just see at the next Nintendo Direct, Miyamoto is like, we know everyone's waiting for more info on Zelda U, so we're proud to announce that Bremen Mask will be returning, and that's the entire game.
I stand
Thank
up, I
you.
flip over my desk in the office, and I'm like, yes, this is it. This is exactly what I wanted.
As I'm marching, I'm going to try and go back and see our Twitter. Hello, Twitter.
Hello, guys.
Oh, yeah. Jason Oldham at Berserker No Sag. It's bad. Jason spelled backwards. I get it. My favorite thing about Majora's Mask is all the side quests. I love that you help everyone with their individual problems. And the saddest place to watch the world end is at Romani's Ranch. We didn't go there, but it's really sad because Romani doesn't understand the world's ending, and her older sister Cremia was like, "Hey, tonight I'm gonna let you try some of the fermented Chateau Romani. Even though it's for adults, I think you can have some now. And also, you should stay with me tonight. Let's just stay in the same bed together, because she knows they're gonna die, and she wants to be with her sister." That's crushing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is why I subscribe to the train of thought that when you beat this game, when you go to face Majora, let's follow him. When you go to face Majora and finish the game, in that same 3D sequence, you have to save the Romani Ranch, because if you don't help her with those aliens and you come back on the second or third day, she's her brain's been wiped. She looks like she's crazy and she keeps holding her head and in pain. And she's like, what's going on? They got abducted by aliens if you don't help them. So you have to help them. You have to help these people, the Anju and Kafei, get back together. You have to complete every dungeon to bring water back to the swamp and save the Deku Princess. You have to bring spring back to the Goron Mountains. You have to hatch the Zora Singer's eggs. And you have to reunite the... what's going on? You have to reunite the man and his daughter in Ikana Valley, and then you go fight Majora, so the timeline is complete, and you've done everything you can to help people.
And everything works out.
Because if not, those people are still screwed because of you, and it's all your fault.
So good.
All right, so there's going to be a little meeting here. People are all like...
Zach IRL on YouTube wants to know, IGN,
Hi.
what's your favorite mask? We already know what mine is. I made that very clear.
That's a good question.
Yeah, for you.
My favorite mask would have to be... I kind of like the blast mask.
Yeah.
It's
just the bomb, right?
You put a literal bomb on your face and
Yeah.
you can explode on cue.
It feels like it might be like bottom of the barrel kind of idea. Let's make Link wear.
And
a
it's still a thing. It's like,
bomb.
hey, what if we put a bomb on his face? In case you're out of bombs, you just explode. And you take damage from it. Except there's a funny way where if you... I don't know if I can do it indoors.
That'd be great though. Good.
Also the stone mask. Because no one can see you.
It's real creepy.
Oh yeah, it can't explode. But if you shield and explode, you don't take any damage from it. Which is funny.
Because
Wait.
you're blocking your face.
Wait. I want to come in too. So the quest starts here. I'm going to cut in line, excuse me.
I'm more important.
She says, "Oh dear, are you on a field trip, or are you the expert person finder I hired?" Yes, yes, yes. I see you have the face of a pro, a bomb face with a skull on it. Characteristics of the person I want you to find. Yes, yes, I know them. The person I want you to locate is my son, Kafei. You know him, don't you? You don't? Really? Disappeared with him about a month ago. It's terrible. I'm so very worried. I can't get food down my throat, and I've lost 5 pounds. You haven't had anything? No? No? Oh dear. Well, could you look for him? Yes, I will. Of course you are. You're an expert. Well, I'm counting on you. So I got Kafei's mask. You gotta go find the missing person. And what starts as a missing persons quest evolves something a little more crazy.
You can dress up like an anime now.
You took the work of a pro. I like how you can listen on conversations by being at the exact same the right time. Like, there are several parts of this game where if you're not at a moment in a certain time, you won't hear these conversations. Ah, yes. They've canceled just now. What's this? Allow me to explain. Oh, excuse me, I'm to work this year's show, but something happened with the Zoras, who I saved in an earlier playthrough, but not this time. And now they canceled because someone lost their voice. And so now the carnival guy's gonna freak out because their opening performance is gone and there won't be a carnival. See? Then this means the government troops' job is it's off. But that's all. That really sucks. If you came all this way for a carnival performance, they're like, yeah, our leads are out, so bye.
Wait, Toto is the band manager?
Yeah.
Like the guy who did the song Africa?
He's a fish man.
Did that fish man do the song Africa?
He's a tiny fish king, yes.
That's fantastic.
So the next part of our quest is to ask people if they've seen John Connor.
Ooh.
By wearing his discarded face. That must be kind of creepy. Like, have you seen this man? I'm wearing his skin.
Look at my face. Tell me if you've seen this face.
They don't know anything. You guys are dumb.
I'm just having a good time playing catch.
Bunch of jokers. How about you? Do you know me? I used to see him by the laundry pool sometimes. Hey, who is he? What did he do? So, there's our first clue. He's by the laundry pool. You might have seen him in the very start of the day. He runs over and deposits a letter and then runs back. And now, I'm going to ask somebody else. Who should be. Where is she?
Uh-oh.
Where you at? Where you at, dog?
Are you sure this is a building that Little Link should be in? So I don't know if this is a building that Little Link should be in.
Why not?
Oh, I thought it was a different kind of place.
Oh no, this is a bed and breakfast. See, look. She bought breakfast for her grandma.
So thoughtful.
Oh, Tortoise, I've already had lunch. Grandmother, I'm Anju. Tortoise is my dad. And you haven't had lunch yet. I've already had lunch. Now be quick and take that away. Not eating is bad for you. Please eat. Didn't I say that I already ate lunch, Tortoise? Impossible, child. Then don't eat my food. I give up. You? Whoa, who would you like me to read a story?
Quick save, Grandma. Way to go.
I love that. Well, I'll leave you to be awkward.
So, Primal Gamer wants to know, out of these 5 superheroes, which one is our favorite? So the options are Spider-Man, Deadpool, Captain America, Iron Man, Black Panther.
I know I'm on the train right now, but Deadpool is so funny.
Yeah, no, he's
always
great.
been funny. He's incredibly funny recently, but he's also always been funny.
Yeah. Chimichangas. and all that.
Chimichangas.
Uh,
And the fact that he knows that he's in a comic book half the time.
Exactly. I'd say that'd be the same thing for me, but I feel like I like Iron Man a little bit more, just because he's just nonchalant, super smart, has a bunch of money.
He's a jerk. Is what
He's
he is.
also a jerk.
Jerk and a bully. So there's a funny thing. I don't know. Hopefully it hasn't happened. If it has, I'm kind of screwed. But I need to talk to her quickly for a little. Okay, not yet. Good. I'm hoping this isn't too soon. It shouldn't be. But on this day, a particular Goron, who happens to share the same name as you. Oh, there she is.
Frostbite, we just answered a question from YouTube. All you gotta do is ask a question that is cool.
Yeah, if you ask questions, we'll try and see them. I'm a little bit distracted, but I'll do my best. But definitely. So if I get here first and I say, Welcome to stop by in. Did you have a reservation? Yes, I do. Oh, you do? That's good. Mr. Link, is it? Mr. Link, I'd be down for afternoon arrival.
Professor Link,
And
please.
it just happens to be in the afternoon. The sad part is you can see the Goron come in, but he keeps saying Goro at the end of the thing. So she's like, what, Link Goro? I'm sorry, there's nothing for Link Goro. And you basically steal his room and he lives in the rain for the next day. He sleeps outside.
No.
So you're not sure why, but you apparently had a reservation. This is fortunate. Please relax. So now I'm going to go behind the counter.
Ooh.
Oh, shoot. I think a kid just came in. Oh, no, it's the mail guy. Never mind. Let's see, but let's see if she gets any mail, though. Yeah!
Mail time.
Ah! What's this?
Uh-oh.
I've delivered this to you. Ah, wait. This letter. Where'd you... In the post box, obviously, woman. What do you expect?
Just doing my job,
That's
lady.
not what I mean. Post box where? From the post box somewhere. That's not what I mean! So, she gets a letter from the man in the mask. The mysterious man we may just be looking to find. And after... talk to her with this mask, and she's like, whoa, looking for Kafei too? I have a request. I have a clue that will help you find him.
Oh, no.
Tonight, 11:30, come to the kitchen. We'll talk.
Dang.
This clandestine operation we're on.
So, Phase
Midnight
ASAP
rendezvous.
on YouTube wants to know, okay, here's a question. Who's better, Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Answer. It's the easy answer.
Sorry, I'm a Batman guy. I mean, I've seen the argument, Superman could kill him in a second. Yeah, that's cool, but, you know,
But Batman has a spare plan.
Batman's actually cool. Superman's like a
He's always
dweeb.
20 steps ahead. Also, let's be honest. I'm not a big fan of a guy who's like, what's your gimmick? I'm invincible. That's a really lame gimmick because there's
What's your gimmick? I literally can't die. I can also do everything else. I can move really fast. I can blow ice breath and laser beam vision. I can hear everything ever.
It'd be more exciting to hear what he can't do.
Yeah. He probably can't tie his shoes, which is why he wears those, like, boots.
Those are
And
pretty
he
cool
can't dress
boots.
himself, so he always has a spandex on.
But I mean,
Unfortunately, I don't know. Oh, there he is.
if you guys like
Look at this
Superman,
sucker.
don't take that as like an attack
is
on
so
you and your
pretty.
personal preferences.
Hard to find one's way, Goro. Let's watch his hopes and dreams get crushed. Let's pinpoint the moment where his despair begins.
When's that Snake Eater live stream gonna happen? Words. One day, I'll be able to find a way to do the Snake Eater live
So
stream.
Patchwork, you didn't say that. You didn't, this Twitch comment? I don't believe you talked about it.
No, not yet.
Patchwork 98 on Twitch says, notice that there is no copy for Link. He's talking about when you eventually get the song to make a double of yourself as a statue.
Mhm.
Oh, no, I'm not that. He's saying that there's no copy of Link, as in the Link asset is not reused. You're seeing people from Ocarina of Time, but you don't see Link, I'm assuming is what I mean. My idea is that Majora and Termina can't copy things protected by the goddess. Which means that there's no Zelda and no Ganondorf, and you are the only Link. I'm terribly sorry, there are no vacancies today. We're booked. I made a reservation. The name is Link. Goro. Mr.
Oh,
Link?
no.
Goro? Oh, reservation for that name. There is one close to that, but you're too late. Really, Goro? It's nice weather. I'll just sleep outside, Goro. Yeah,
That
actually it's
poor
gonna
guy.
rain, but too bad for you.
Don't tell him that.
All right, let's fast forward a little bit.
Frostbite, I agree. This music is so good.
All the music.
So good. I'm not even angry that you reused like all the stuff from Ocarina of Time.
But they
because it was that
didn't
good.
reuse everything, and that's
Not
what
everything.
I like.
Yeah.
Is Termina Field bring back the original Zelda theme, overworld theme, and then every area had its own like creepy different. It had the same notes, but a different theme overlaying theme.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I want to
good.
see two. Okay. Actually, what I'll do is I'll fast forward till 6. And then I'll just keep listening to her dumb stories until it's 11:30.
There you go. I like it. So we're coming up on the end of the first hour of the stream. We have an hour left.
An hour to complete this quest.
We're
Excuse me,
killing it
coming
right
through.
now. She said, Zach IRL really wants to know what our favorite Zelda game is personally.
That's a fun one. Like I said, it changes a lot, but I think Link to the Past resonates with me the most. It's I played Zelda 1 and 2 before that, but I think the third one is the one where I was like, Zelda's a pretty amazing series.
Yeah.
And there's so much creativity, there's so much immersion that I found. I loved every moment of it. I loved the exploration. And that really showed me what a game can be capable of. And they had a great story to complement it with this really wonderful ending sequence with the whole like Return to the King and after credit sequence, beautiful music, and my favorite theme of all time, the Dark World theme.
There you go.
All right. Give me some stories, lady. Why does she have spikes in her wheelchair? That always freaked me out. Like,
In case she
is
needs
she
to
into
get,
some crazy stuff? Is she like a chariot racer on the side?
she needs to get real rough and real rowdy, she's ready to go.
No, I want stories now. Grandmama,
You have
I
to
want my
wait
stories.
30 seconds before my story cooldown is up. Please don't rush me.
Pine-Size Gunner has an issue with your Superman hate.
See, that's why I tried to put the caveat
He
there.
is not invincible. He gets smacked by magic, some sunlight, and generally brutal beatings. He also battles loneliness.
It's true.
Loneliness is the true arch nemesis of every superhero.
But
being the
this-
last of your species on an alien planet.
Yeah, very true. I can't
That can
say
do
my-
some things to you. Good thing he has that kryptonite dog.
Yeah, right.
Crypto dog.
Crypt-
What was his name again?
Crypto?
I don't know.
Crypto the one
Why'd
dog.
you name your dog after something that could kill you?
Super dog. Superfly. I don't know what I'm also not very up on Superman. I don't do comics very much.
Neither do I.
I'm way too much into games and the side of nerd stuff.
Jason Oldham on Twitter tweets at us with the hashtag IGN Plays Live, which you can do too to talk to us and share your memories. He asks, he comments, I love all the detailed characters in this game. They almost seem more real than they do in Ocarina of Time. And then follows up with, who are your favorite characters in this game? Not you.
Hi, I'm
Actually,
here. No, not you.
my favorite character is right here. He won't be
guy?
here till midnight, though. We'll show him off later. I also really like the Zoras, especially the Mikau, the Zora you take on. It's a pretty sad story because he and the lead singer are an item, and she lays some eggs, but then they get taken by some pirates, and he goes off to valiantly try and get them back because he's like the only Zora who knows how to fight.
Mhm.
But then he gets his butt kicked and is left for dead, and you have to like save him and heal his soul, and he dies, knowing that his kids have been kidnapped and his girlfriend is powerless. And then there's a really nice sequence where you're healing his soul, and he sees the vision of him and his girlfriend walking together towards their band as he passes on. And I also like how before he dies, he's like, do you want to hear the story of me dying? And he gets up and he just starts like jamming to it. He's like, yeah, I was going to go, and then I got my butt kicked. Yeah, thank you. And he just like falls down.
Just
What a wonderful character.
but yes,
all the
this-
characters that you take on the mask from are very interesting. Darmani, the Goron chief, failed to protect his people, and that sequence is also really nice and touching when you're able to play the song of healing for him, and then he sees that everyone still thinks of him as a hero, and he cries as he disappears in nothingness.
They all die. They're all dead.
But I want to hear from you. You on Twitch, you on YouTube, you on Twitter.
Tell us.
Who are your favorite characters in this? And your favorite memories of playing this game?
I'd say my favorite character is any one of the animals that follow you when you play the song while you have that mask on.
Red West on Twitch says, are there any theories on who exactly the Hand is? That is a good question. He appears in Skyward Sword. So he is a time and universe-defying entity that lives in toilets. Perhaps he's secretly in every Zelda game. We just haven't seen very many toilets. And he's actually lurking in like the Kokiri bathhouse or something this whole
no.
time. But yeah, I wonder who this man is. If he is an entity that just lives in toilets, or if he's just a very unlucky guy who keeps falling down them and living there. Okay, come on, let's go for this secret rendezvous. I kind of almost want like a Zelda detective game.
That'd be really cool. I think like a Zelda that's. Well, I mean, this is
Zelda
kinda
Noir.
like that. Like it's not entirely focused on like running around combat and adventuring. It's about kind of like memorization and like following around where people go.
The dame came in. I knew she was trouble.
The
Brides
minute
are
she
always
walked in.
troubles.
Wasn't ready for
but I listened to what she had to say. I'm so sorry to trouble you at late night. It's about him, Kafei. I received a letter from him. Strange, isn't it? Getting a letter from a missing person? Yes, very strange. But there's absolutely no mistaking it's from him. It's clear. To me. Please. Here is my letter. Put this in the postbox. When this is delivered, when he received my letter, you should be able to meet him. Please tell him that Anju is waiting for him. And please, after you've seen him, tell me how he looked. He talks like Shatner. I'm
I was gonna
scared.
say-
I can't go.
Like you could just read it like a William Shatner thing. You could
Can
put
I
it
ask
like
of
a,
you?
like a song.
Sure thing. Thank you very much. Ba-da-ba-da! You got the letter to Kafei. Quick! Deliver it! Take it! Now! Go! Run! You made an important promise.
I just realized
Please,
I've been
mail
wearing
immediately in the morning.
2 headsets for like the past hour.
2 headsets?
2 DOS headsets.
Dos headsets.
This feels much better.
Kantakage says, I still haven't played Majora's Mask. Well, now's a great time. But we appreciate you being here all the same. You don't need to have played this game to enjoy this stream or talking about Superman because
Because apparently I'm the worst for not liking Superman.
you're the worst.
That's what I do. I aim to displease. Actually, I don't. I get really self-conscious, and I want to make sure everyone is.
Did
is
someone
okay
just
and
ask me
happy.
on YouTube to jump in the soup? Did I see that? Did I see that? Was that a
To
thing?
what?
Yeah, is Zuli Tingle says jump in the soup. Says
Jump-
kills you. All right.
Jump into soup?
I like being soup.
Someone's having a real intense snooze fest.
This is where my fear of soup came from.
This is it.
Yeah.
You repressed it.
Soup
you didn't
that
even remember it.
kills. How do you? Oh, it's right there. How do you even get to it? Can I? No.
So this is the real Dark Souls right now.
Yeah, this is a legendary speedrunning tactic. You do 5 backflips into the soup and you teleport to the last boss.
Just like that.
Just
With
like
the
that.
fierce deity mask.
Maybe you need to be bigger. Oops, wrong one.
Just got really excited there for a second.
Just get in there. Don't be afraid. Just hop in. Hop on in. How did you get in here? I demand to know.
I don't think you can get in there.
No, he says he did it. I
I
want to try. I want to believe.
I don't think you
I
can.
want to believe in the X Files.
I don't think you can do it.
Darn you, soup. Okay, I can't find the soup. That was a bust.
It's okay. You know, sometimes you just fall in the soup. Sometimes you jump around a bit and put on a mask.
Sometimes you just become a gore and you sleep outside.
God, he's having horrible. Like
He's a Gorn. That's how they work.
he needs like a breathing machine or something. I'm worried about him.
Zuera says, Nintendo, please create a Majora's Mask 2. Would that work? Would that be a thing? Can that be a thing? How would that... I would actually kind of like to see a game similar to this. It wouldn't necessarily have to be Majora's Mask 2, per se, but something that brings back this whole time-traveling 3-day-ish, maybe not 3 days, but like... If anything else, I want them to bring back schedules.
Yeah.
It's one thing that I really... Okay, we better deposit this thing. You can actually watch. It's kind of cool. You can watch the mailman pick it up and then deposit it.
Aha! Mail.
Deposit mail here. Ka-ching. Talking mailbox. Take it. Letter been received. Ka-ching. It shall be delivered this afternoon. Ka-ching.
And the mailboxes here are real nice.
Soren says, when playing this game, would you suggest collecting all the masks before facing Skull Kid? I always did because I'm a completionist. You don't have to, but you get a really cool, neat reward for doing so, which can make the boss fight a little easy, but it also makes it awesome. So I'd save your game, maybe copy it, and make one instance where you do it with all the masks and one where you don't. Just see how things change. It's always fun.
It is. Or you just play through it again. These games are good. FaZe ASAP wants to know what we think the new Call of Duty will be.
Kantakage says the hand is like Primus from Transformers, the hand in the toilet.
I like
Legitimate slow clap for me.
it. You know, Call of Duty, there'll be guns and there'll be shooting, and it.
Yeah, we're playing the 64 version, which is on the Wii U's Wii emulators, Wii Shop that we downloaded. Don't ask me why it's like that. Just is. Man, it's raining. Too bad that. Where'd that poor little Goron man go?
He ran away. He got out of here.
Probably sad. Being sad and drowned right now. Word says, "Can you give us a Hadouken?" How do I do that? I don't have the martial arts ability to do that. Okay, if I remember correctly.
I like the cat puns that are happening right now in the YouTube chat. That's
There's cat puns?
They're cat puns.
Meow, we're talking.
There you go. You got to be kidding me.
I'm positively certain I'm a fan of cat puns. I just came here to meow, says Duzan. Meow.
Benno. God, jeez.
Yeah. This part is boring because I gotta wait, so I apologize for that.
So
Because-
you just got to put on the mask and start marching around.
Is that all you think about?
Yeah, dude, every time, every waking moment, whenever I get to sit back and relax at work, I just start playing that song in my head.
You're
Like-
a madman.
That's what I do.
This is the substitute from Pokemon. He's also a pirate because he has a nice hat,
I are avast.
so you can hear him.
Pirate talk.
It's like he's really talking.
Aha!
For those of you who don't know, that is the voice of our wonderful live producer, Ben Jenka, and my name is Brendan Graber. We're playing Majora's Mask to celebrate 30 whole years of Zelda. It's hard to believe.
I was gonna say that's crazy. Zelda has been around for a long time.
Almost as long as I have been alive. No, wait, more than I have been alive. Way more. No, a couple years.
A bit more than me.
A bit more.
But
Does it
Yeah.
work on children too?
No.
Child, follow me into the woods.
This way, come quickly. Yes.
Apparently, I'm not the Pied Piper.
It's okay. Well, you're not playing a pipe. You're playing an ocarina.
That's true.
God, that song is so catchy. So catchy. It's gonna be in my head all day.
Jump solo.
I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if I
Cookie
like it.
Monster says, "This is my first time watching the IGN Twitch. Well, we're glad to have you.
Yeah.
Thank you for stopping by."
And if you guys do like what you see, make sure you follow and subscribe wherever
Where
you're
is that
watching
Darn mailman.
to make sure you don't miss anything.
Mailman, I have mail I need you to pick up, like right now.
Like, don't miss the sweet Dark Souls 3 stream we're doing tomorrow. 3 whole hours of Dark Souls 3. Hanging out and killing bosses, get killed by
Can
bosses.
you believe it? It'll be officially out in Japan tomorrow, but we were able to get a hold of it.
And we're gonna be playing it for you guys. And if that's something that you're okay with or not okay with, maybe you like sports. You should check out the show we're doing on Monday next week, where we're going to be hanging out with some Sony people in Arizona for a spring training event with some actual pro athletes playing MLB The Show 16 before it comes out. Should be a good time. Ryan McCaffrey is going to be there, just doing all sorts of great commentary things. Have you ever heard Ryan McCaffrey kind of like go into like a baseball commentary kind of voice? Because he sounds like
he has a voice made for that.
He does, definitely.
He could be the next Casey Kasem.
Boom, just like that. So make sure you come back and check out those cool things. It's sure to be fun times.
Oh, looks like Soren is taking our advice and picking up his copy tomorrow alongside another game for 3DS. Any suggestions? My first ton of console. Oh, there's so many to pick. What are you doing here? I want stories. Get out of here, woman. No time for food. Time for stories. Do you have recommendations for 3DS games, Ben? I've really liked the Fire Emblem games, Awakening and Fates. The Ocarina of Time, if you haven't picked it up with Majora's, that's also a great one.
It's not a 3DS game, but my favorite DS game of any DS anything is Elite Beat Agents.
That's good. I like
And
that.
I highly, highly recommend that game if you can find a copy of it. It works on all the 3DSs as well, even though it's a regular DS game. But yeah, I like that game a lot.
I just TLDR'd her. Okay, it's almost 3 o'clock. We're good.
What city in Arizona are we going to be in? I saw someone ask wherever you guys have your big Diamondback Stadium at. I'm not a sportsman, unfortunately, so I don't.
You know, fun fact, I'm not a sportsman, but my dad is. And when I was a kid, he took me to the Giants spring training in Arizona. And I got to meet Barry Bonds and Dusty Baker, the old Giants coach.
Dang.
And he signed my hat. And then we got to watch them train and some other things. Oh, look, it's the man with the mail. Okay, we're going to have some crazy... I need to be in disguise. I need a disguise. Frog, I'm going to be with you. We're going to go in disguise together.
And Dark Souls 3 will be with Chloe Rad and Marty Sleva.
I'm just a
tomorrow.
frog.
3 hours.
Just a frog. I'm
Look at how
literally
big that
just
thing's eyes are.
Go,
Look at
go,
him.
go, run.
Look at him.
Get in there. Stealth.
Let's see, who would you rather fight, Sub-Zero or Scorpion? Another question from FaZe on YouTube.
Sub-Zero
Neither.
who?
I wouldn't want to fight either of them.
Who's the other one?
Sub-Zero or Scorpion.
Oh, Scorpion. Yeah, they both sound pretty painful. I guess maybe Sub-Zero because if I get frozen, I can't really feel much. But if I get my get overheared and my
Yeah,
spine ripped out, that's kind of bad.
You're gonna really feel that. Yeah, Sub-Zero's probably the better of the two.
Potentially, unless he like freezes off half of you and watches you like you just watch yourself crumple to pieces. That'd be kind of a, hey dude, green hat,
Sup?
green clothes. Anju wrote about you in her letter. Seems you're looking for Kafei.
Wait, that's the guy.
Can you keep a secret, Ben?
Brendan, that's the guy.
Can you?
Brendan, he's got the gross Leon Kennedy hair that's colored blue. That's him.
Anju trusted you. I shall also trust you. Oh my God! I did not see that coming.
Ah!
I am Kafei.
Surprise.
Kafei we're looking for is an adult. I look at you, I just see a child. Wow, Tattle. Tell it like it is. I was turned into this by a strange imp wearing a mask, but I'm not hiding because I look this way. When I was turned into this, I went to see the Gate Fairy and the shrine near the North Gate. On the way, my precious mask, a wedding ceremony mask, was stolen by some prancing man with a grinning face. Oh, that's right. Well, you're just careless. You're like my partner. Thanks, Tattle. For my wedding ceremony, I was quite happy. I was targeted because of what I had been turned into. Oh my, I pity you. I know Anju is worried, but I can't go out yet. I made a promise to her that I would bring the wedding mask and greet her.
Wait a minute.
This pendant. Give it to Anju.
She's grown up.
Yes.
He
was, but he was turned into a kid.
okay. God, goodness. That's
We
close.
just have a secret from everyone. It's a secret to everybody. Get it?
Got some reference.
So, yeah, the one thing I didn't show, if you haven't seen, the first night, the bomb lady was attacked by that same prancing thief. And he's staking out this place because this is actually the curiosity shop. And this is where everything stolen shows up. Fun fact, there's a giant vulture in Termina Field. There's damn cows everywhere. And if your item gets stolen by him, he'll fly back here and you'll find it for sale here. So the vulture is in on it, which I thought was funny. So now we have to give the pendant back to Anju and tell her, hey, he's alive and he's cool, but he can't see you yet because of reasons. And the plot thickens. We got to find this little burglar and get his mask back.
So, Cookie Monster over on Twitch wants to know, I'm curious, is the stream always hosted by the same people, or is the host changing depending on the stream? So,
Usually changed
Yeah.
on the stream.
we changed up. We have, right now, Wednesdays are usually Naomi days, but she is off at South by Southwest. So she could not do a show this week. She'll be back next week. That's the one that's kind of set. We've also been doing these Zelda streams with you and Jose, but Jose had to get pulled away for GDC things.
GDC is a real beast.
It
tell you
really
that.
is.
Yeah,
Guys,
we tried doing Fridays, but with Jose out and Dark Souls being on Friday, we decided to move this Thursday.
Yeah.
We'll try and pick these up every Fridays as we can, but sometimes crazy things drop and we gotta switch plans. So bear with us.
conventions shouldn't last 5 days. Like, on the real.
To be fair, they're not for press per se. They're more for the developers than they are for anybody else.
Yeah, but like, events shouldn't be 5 days.
I get what you're saying though.
Like,
There it is.
E3 is 3 days, technically.
Technically.
PAX used to be 3 days until it's PAX West now, not PAX Prime. PAX West is 4 days, which is wholly completely stupid. My goodness. But yeah.
So now we've given the pendant to Anju, and she says that she will wait. As long as you give it to her before the final day, then she won't flee to the ranch like everybody else. There's a fun thing. I don't know if I should. We should probably skip actually. Yeah, we'll skip that part.
Oh, did you hear that music?
You heard it?
Yeah, there was just a little bit. This is the jam.
This is the returning jam of all jams.
This is the only jam you ever need, besides the one that you play on your ocarina when you have that mask on.
Oh yeah. So there's a fun little thing because I stole that room key. I have access to this thing, place right here.
It's a wonderful room.
What a ramshackle end! This is a room first class. You can hear whoever's in the next room for crying out loud. Well, whatever. We're staying for free, so can't much. Yeah, tattle. If you wait here until 9:30 at night, you can actually hear Anju and her, I'm assuming her mom, debate whether or not to leave Romani, and she doesn't want to leave if you've given her the pendant. If not, she's kind of like, oh, whatever, fine. He's not coming.
Wait, hold on. You took that Goron's room and his money.
That wasn't his money. He's never been in there. That's the. Haven't you ever stayed in a hotel? They give you a free $100 rupee.
That's not true.
That is. It's like your pillow mint, except in this place they give you 100 rupees.
I would take 100 rupees over a pillow mint any day.
Hello. It's funny because his show is canceled. He drinks milk all night and gets drunk off of it.
So you might be able to field this question better than I could.
Let's go for it.
So Cookie Monster on Twitch also wants to know, what are the main differences between the N64 and 3DS version of Majora's Mask?
So there's a couple things just besides the up-res. Like you can see like the walls are pretty and so are the textures. They actually like totally redecorate a lot of the textures and walls in the remake. Everything looks nicer and cleaner, runs really smooth. Besides that, there's a couple of technical differences. There you can use gyroscopic controls to aim, which is really helpful. A couple of minor quests get altered. For instance, that Goron, whose room I stole, they changed it so that before you had the same name. So she's like, oh, it's you. But if it's the 3DS version, she's like, I'm waiting for a Goron to appear. He has a reservation. So you have to use the Goron's mask and impersonate the Goron to get the reservation, which I thought was a nice touch because it kind of adds some more difficulty to it. A couple of the boss fights have changed. Some would be arguably more easier, some a little more difficult. The fourth boss fight is like entirely changed.
Really?
Yeah. And what else changed? There's a couple of additional Easter eggs, I think. Some quests get the rewards changed from like bottles to heart pieces and so forth. There's also an additional bottle because they add a side quest that's really short, but it gives you an reward that wasn't in the original game. There's probably a couple more that I can't think of, but I believe that our Majora's Mask IGN Wiki guide has a page on differences that I myself probably wrote because I do guides. And I did the video guide for 3DS. So go check that out while we wait for the Curiosity Shop thing. Jason Oldham on Twitter with the hashtag IGN Plays Live tweeted at us and said, did you ever watch Jose's epic Wind Waker fail
Oh, that was a real fun time.
Yeah, I got to go back and watch the VOD after I snuck out and left this in my place. Watching people's descent into madness is actually probably one of the reasons I watch Twitch and streaming.
Yeah.
When people get stubborn and crazy and things don't work out, that's actually sometimes even better than people are pros at a game. Sometimes you want to watch a guy be good. Sometimes you want to watch them, like, get flustered. It's fun. It's entertainment.
I mean, do people really want to watch just something go completely according to plan?
Well, I am pretty good at this game.
I mean, you're cruising right now.
I'm cruising right now, but I could be.
At any moment.
Yeah, I could probably screw up the end of this quest and lose the mask forever, which I probably will do, and then I'll doom them to death. Apparently, the guy shows up at 12:30 and
12:30. So it's 9 out
10.
10.
I wonder if I can. There's a cool dude here. Yo, hey baby, I'm a styling scarecrow wandering in search of pleasant music.
I know this guy. I remember him.
Time will pass in the blink of an eye if you dance with me. I don't want to dance till dawn though. No. I just want to like an hour. Just like an hour, dude. Don't you have like an hour song?
Do you want to learn my song? No.
Oh yeah, I think that's another difference. I think when you play the Song of Double Time or Fast Forward, you can change it to a certain hour.
Oh, really?
They've changed like the clock thing at the bottom where it's like a bar, and you can change the hour mark when you do that, which is I think a lot easier for time manipulation. So you don't have to like do what I'm doing right now when you're like, okay, well I just gotta wait. Sadly, for a while.
So Words wants to know, how do we hold the N64 pad? I don't think anyone holds the part that has the D-pad. I don't think anyone does that.
The only game I remember doing that for was WrestleMania 2000.
Okay.
Because I think the control stick was your taunt,
Oh.
but the D-pad was how you moved. And that's the only one I actually played with this. Everyone else was kind of like that, and then maybe, yeah.
Like I don't remember using the D-pad very often. And oddly enough, whenever I would use the D-pad, I wouldn't even take my left hand over.
Really?
I'd actually take my right hand and just move it around, and then hit my thumb like opposite way. But miss that controller. It was a real fun time.
Consider this your intermission.
Just hanging out and dancing. It's whatever. No judgment.
Patchwork notes that Kafei has red eyes, which means he must be Termina's version of Sheik, or the Sheikah. That's a very interesting observation. I had not thought about that. Ethan Barnes on YouTube says, "Hey peeps, who wants to see Link have a voice in Zelda Wii U? I don't.
So
I don't think he needs one.
He's always had a voice, but he's
He's
never
had a voice,
talked.
but that voice is in my head.
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
it's not?
You mean?
Like whenever he.
Oh, yeah, he has. I'm talking like straight up Zelda cartoon, like,
Oh.
excuse me, princess. Or, God forbid,
I could
the
eat
City
a
CDI
whole
games.
Octorok. Get out of here.
I watched someone marathon 2 of those games during our charity stream I did last year. And, oh, jeez, so terrible. But so many memorable lines that are just the worst. Oh, shoot, I think this is it. This is it.
So
There he is! Get him!
you get him? Did it? You gotta wait for him to get out of the door. So I want to find a cut of the Matrix movie.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the character named Link in the Matrix, right?
Yeah, he walks slow.
He's the guy who sits there and he does all the computer things. I want a cut of the Matrix that it just has any time he talks replaced with
I like that.
Link, we need to get inside of the Matrix. Quick,
I'm going to
jack
be
us in.
inconspicuous observer.
It'd be so great.
100. Don't be such a rupee pincher, you miser. 200.
Whoa.
Well, why don't I just offer you even less? You know, this is the bomb shops. How about if I tell them about you? I got a buddy of mine down at the bomb shop. We'll see what it's worth. Pawn Stars, Termina Edition.
Damn.
All right, fine, I'll take it, but you're guilty too. Don't be a fool. A seller of stolen goods is just a middleman who's trying to provide his customers with a good product. See, there's an iron knuckle behind him. I love that.
I don't.
Where do you get an iron knuckle suit?
Where did he get sunglasses? There's a
Look,
lot of
I know
things.
nothing. If it comes to me, I just buy it. I'm a charitable organization that helps people in need. I understand. And the total is, it's 50 now, so there you go. What? You said 100. Oh, so you don't want me to take it off your hands? Well, wait, it's a deal. It's a deal. This kiosk shop guy's taking advantage of me. I just want my fair share. So now we know our culprit.
Where's Jose? Charlie, Jose is off running around at GDC talking to developers.
He's doing cool, important things which are not related to Majora's Mask.
And I know I'm nowhere near as great as Jose. He is definitely the best qualified, and you don't have a face, and that still bothers me. He's the best qualified, and he's a great guy, and you got to put up with me.
I miss him dearly. But I have you, Ben.
It's true.
So-
I'm here. I'm here making weird, loud noises and talking about how I want to make weird fan edits of the Matrix.
He does have nice sunglasses, though. Words just said nice link dancing. Oh, thank you. Okay, so now we gotta wait until 1 o'clock when we're able to go talk to Kafei again. I never understood why there was such a gap in this area. I think in the 3DS version you could do it immediately, but for some reason,
I was gonna say, I feel like a lot of the wait time stuff got kind of shortened.
yeah.
For sure, in the 3DS version.
Let's see if she. Okay, good. You're not that person. Talk to my tiny head, please. I'm sorry, we're gonna be taking refuge in the evening like the others. You should run too. It seems we're gonna fall tomorrow morning. Talk to the tiny head because my head ain't listening. And please, if you have any wonderful Zelda memories or comments or anything, you should share them with us.
Tell us.
Talk to us on Twitch.
Zelda
Talk to us on
story.
YouTube. Tweet at me with the hashtag IGN Plays Live. Tweet at IGN and say, hey, I remember back in the day when la-di-da-da-da. Wait, no, I want
Remember that
stories.
time I found a whole copy of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask in my in a bowl of potato salad? Man,
I'm sorry, what?
that was a weird place to find a copy of Majora's Mask.
I'm sorry, what?
You know, making up a great story. That summer was one of the wildest and most unforgettable times.
Cookie Monster asked, does
Never had.
Callie ever stream on here? She actually streamed Undertale with Miranda once, and I want to say she did something else, but maybe I'm mistaken. She's very busy managing our social team along with Kyle, so it's not as often we get to have people who aren't in editorial here, but we do like to have them when possible. It's always fun to get new perspectives, I think.
We were going to have her on for the Pokemon stream, but she was way too busy because she is more qualified than most people that I even know to play Pokemon.
Very
So,
true.
One of the people who has nothing but cool Pokemon things on her desk. So
Kanzakaga says, I'm completely fine with the upcoming Zelda Scrolls Hyrule having no voice acting. I just want to pre-order it. I just want info. That's all I care about. Open up.
uh-oh.
But no one came. Like, I noticed back when they did the Twilight Princess HD trailer, they had 3 seconds of Zelda U footage in it. I'm just like, are they gonna do it every time they did have a direct like, hey, and here's 3 more seconds? That's all they need really, because that just makes you go crazy.
And I hope that eventually they start playing them in reverse or putting them like upside down or something. So you have to we need to go into a video editor and flip the image around and change the colors around, inverse them, and put it all together, and then we realize there's a bigger picture. That'd be really cool.
Word 789 has, IGN, what is the stuffed animal toy next to you? This is a giant Pokemon substitution doll that is voiced by Ben Janka and is also a pirate.
Thing's adorable though.
Yeah. Sometimes you need a co-pilot for your streams.
It's
Usually when I'm streaming at home, I'm by myself, but I find it helps to have someone to banter with.
definitely.
Especially if I'm looking at 3 different chats at once. It's very hard. Glitch says, I remember when I didn't know what to do in the first town and never played the game again. Oh, that's sad. You should go back and play it. It is a very different town compared to most games, so knowing what to do can be interesting, but you have to listen to the tips Tattle gives you. She'll go like, oh, we got to go see the Great Fairy, and you got to go look for that. And, oh, we got to do this thing. Gabriel says, "Oh, Majora's. I remember one of the first quests I suffered trying to get those damn kids, those damn hide and seekers.
My goodness.
They cheat. They'll go by the doorway, and then they'll juke you, and you'll run to the next area, and they'll."
Be like, oh, I guess you didn't want to
Rats.
play anymore. Forget about it.
Willie Broder says, "Is this the Wii U VC? This is the Wii U's Wii emulator, which I bought Majora's Mask on the Wii U's Wii shop, but not the Wii U's."
So it's
so confusing.
the N64 version of the game being played on the Wii U's Wii emulator.
Because it's not on the Wii U eShop.
Yes, because they want you to buy it on 3DS.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. The one thing I do enjoy about this is that you can actually put it on the gamepad, and you basically turns it into the 3DS version of Majora's Mask. Just not. You can actually use these controls. It just says you can't use software, but you can actually use your Wii pointer at it, which is fun. So like when I was playing at home, I just had this next to my computer, and I was using this as my TV screen while my wife was watching something else, and it was a nice way to play the game. If you're one of those people who has to fight for the television sometimes.
I like the Wii U a lot. I feel like
Yes.
it kind of it flies a bit under the radar.
It's true.
Like it doesn't have a lot of like big games that a lot of people play, but it has good games on it. I don't know. It's a weird thing to explain. but I
Ariel,
like
let's see, YouTube. Ariel, Keenan says, "Can you redo the goat battle?" I wanted to go to Ikana Valley, but we're kind of only have a half an hour left, so maybe we will go do some boss battles. I can get to the goat battle pretty fast. Open up!
So,
B5 faux fum.
Megan Gates on YouTube says, "My memory is Twilight Princess.
Mm-hmm.
First time I entered the Twilight Realm and
Mhm.
had to face the hand. Didn't play for like a month after that."
Creepy stuff.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of creepy things in Zelda.
Yeah.
This one particularly, we were talking about it earlier, how the game's just really depressing and really odd and awkward and strange.
Also, in Ocarina of Time, things like the what's his face, the creature at the bottom of the well
Yeah, no.
with the hands
No, thank
and
you.
the face and the creepiness and the redeads.
Nope. Well, Redead's just in themselves.
Yeah. Zara Plunkett says, "I almost cried when the moon fell for the first time and I couldn't find the bomber kits." Oh, that just that's so sad for Link. Huh? You're the green hat kid? I got a message from Kafei. Now, Kafei, I know him since he was real little, but when he showed up looking all young in that little brat body, I don't know what I was seeing. All it took was one glance at that Keaton mask he was carrying for me to realize I was looking at my old friend. I gave him that mask a long time ago when he was just little Kafei. Didn't know he kept it that well for so long. I'm not sure why, but I want to give this to you.
I just have this urge to give you this mask.
I want to give you this mask, kid.
You look like
Even
the
though I
mask
stole
type.
some stuff. Now, Kafei, he says he wanted to take this to his mother.
First thought you were watching
Express
one of our
mail to
videos.
Mama.
Hi, Adam.
This is
How are
priority
you?
mail, so hurry up and deliver it.
It's nice to see
Customer
you.
came to my shop last night. Now, Kafei sees him, and Kafei color just changes, and he goes run after the guy. The guy's regular, a greedy thief named Psycho. I think he's from Ikana Valley. Oh, we are going to Ikana Valley. Yeah. But yeah, earlier I was saying it'd be kind of sad for Link's last moments, like, I can't find those darn kids, and then the moon crashes and you die. It's like, I just need to find some kids. That's all I needed.
Dominic on YouTube says, "Speaking of creepy, Lord Jabu Jabu in Ocarina of Time, anyone? Being a child and playing literally inside the guts of a giant fish, it is pretty gross when you put it into perspective."
Yes, it is. I once saw a comic. I think it was by like Brawl in the Family, and it's just like Jabu Jabu like drawing a map of his intestines,
No, thank you.
and he just like tosses it in his mouth.
Someone will
and-
find their way out
And
of here.
Zora's
if they
like,
get lost."
what are you doing? He's like, dude, you got to trust me on this. Now hand me the boomerang.
That one's next.
This is a map of my stomach. Here's my lower intestine. It's gonna come in handy someday. Trust me.
Let's see.
The emulator I use is called the Wii U's Wii emulator.
Let's say someone asked us what we think on of emulators and why do you buy instead of using one.
There was actually a wonderful GDC presentation on emulation. I think it was yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was by the I think it was by the guy who curates a lot of emulation, and it's a real tough business to kind of archive, because some people use emulation to play games for free when they, would rather not pay for them, and that's not the greatest. But there are some games that are just really hard to get otherwise.
Like, what was it? Tim Schafer at one point, going back to Grim Fandango again, like that game was not available anywhere for anyone to really play.
Yeah.
And he, at one point, I'm pretty sure was like, yeah, no, if you want to play it, just go find a way to emulate it, get it running.
What are you doing on a place like this? Kind of hellbound here. It's a place where spirits and troubles with lingering regrets wander. Even now, the spirits wander in search of one who can save them. It is unfortunate, but no place for one such as you. But if you must enter, then you must obtain the mask. Containing wandering spirits that can be found near the ranch. How do you know all this? Until then, I won't let you pass. You mean this mask? That's a nice mask you're wearing. That is the mask of the leader of the ninjas, who once spied on the hilltop castle with a blood-stained history. That's dark.
Yeah.
The whole Ikana segment is dark. It's a blood-stained castle full of dead warriors and ninjas, and this profane cult temple called Stone Tower that turns inverted and is like has all this weird iconography.
Ugh.
It's people have done like exposés on Stone Temple and what it means, and it's just like, bravo Nintendo, you were thinking some weird stuff.
Yeah. So Dr. Peace Walker on YouTube, shout outs to Metal Gear. I love all that stuff. Says, when I was little, I couldn't play this game anymore because I had nightmares about the electric eels in the water area. Remember turning the thing off and not playing for 10 years.
Go away. These things are weird. What the hell are they?
They're not real.
What are you
They're fake.
even?
They're not real.
That's a Nijiron. Don't get close to it. Sniff, sniff. It smells like gunpowder. Does it have a face? It has eyes. I think its legs are tucked in.
Dude, it just looks really tired.
You shouldn't be alive, you misshapen creature. Ugh.
My goodness. Oh. This music doesn't make me feel very easy.
Oh yeah, it's creepy town music. You know we only got 2 hours till now. I can't see it, but I sense there's a thirst for blood looming all around us. Did you have a mask that can summon an unseen? Oh, I guess so. Hello.
Dominic also brings up another...
Ninjas!
Oh god.
Master, you called.
A really good thing.
Wait a minute.
Just talking about how the general theme of this game, even though it's meant to be like a kid's game, it's super mature and super dark and kind of intense.
Yeah, I'm happy when games for all ages have themes for all ages that you can appreciate. Even when you're too young to always understand it, it makes going back and retreading your steps kind of fun. I shall take my vow of opening my heart and revealing my wisdom. To cross the valley of Ikana, aim at the river beast with the arrowhead that freezes. Belief or disbelief rests with you. To die without leaving a corpse, that is the way of Asgaro.
Bye.
So majestic, those Garo.
So we've got about 20 minutes left in the show.
And we're almost at the tail end of this quest line.
It's perfect. It's
We
like we
just have
timed
to
it. We planned
not
it.
Screw it up.
No, you got this. You got... excuse me. Oh, man.
We're playing till 3 o'clock. That's correct.
Yes.
Oh,
Three
Patchwork says
o'clock
they're
Pacific.
cursed Gorons. That's even creepier. Hey, look, it's you. I found him, Green Hat Boy. You know, I have a name. He's using this place as a safe house for keeping his stolen goods. Apparently his name is Sakon. He came to the shop last night and I followed him. Storage for the things he's stolen is on the other side of this rock door. Only Sakon can open it. The only way is to wait for Sakon to arrive. I'll wait. I made a promise to Anju. He will show up. There's a sign, though. Why would you put a sign for your hideout?
To keep it secret, to make sure that you don't lose it.
Here's my hideout. Don't look. There's a heart piece over there. I kind of want it.
Once I threw up when I saw a Zora egg for the first time.
What?
That's fantastic. I hope that like I don't hope that story is true because I hope that you threw up. I hope that story is true because it's magnificent.
Dominic agrees, saying absolutely right. You get very different experiences out of Majora's Mask at different ages. Play as a kid, it's a great action adventure with puzzle. Play as an adult, all the moody stuff comes out. Yeah, that's really true. I mean, Even without the whole story, this game has some great dungeon design, some great puzzles, some great side quests. It's great mechanics.
My goodness. Hello, just subscribe. Thank you, Cake. Hello, and how are you? And I hope all of you are having a great day,
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
having a good time,
Link's wearing green.
hanging out with your friends. That was the plan all along. We knew it. Just wanted to play.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Want to play
Where is he?
Zelda on a.
Is he coming?
on a
I
St.
hear
Patrick's
noises.
Day.
Hear it?
I do.
I hear tapping noise.
That sounds
Must
like
be his little prancing.
Oh, here's like an angry bug.
There he is.
There's some
Hide. Hide.
technical
Don't ask.
espionage action happening over here.
You see nothing.
Rufus Dorian asks, has there ever been anything in Zelda that has genuinely like scared you?
Creepy jerk under the well.
Yeah.
That gave me some night terrors, I'm sure.
So, Redead's obviously.
Yeah.
But the hands in the Spirit Temple in Ocarina of Time,
Mm-hmm.
those made me feel really uneasy.
The
for
Wall
some reason.
Masters.
Yeah. Because they just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, well, gotta run it. What to do?
Also, the whole putting on the masks where like Link starts screaming when he puts on like the Deku mask and stuff, like that unnerved me. I always try and skip that stuff. Okay, we made it. We're in the hideout. Okay. Okay. Ah! There it is. Look, there's a mask. It's the sun's mask.
Only 20 minutes left. Could we play the Song of Time in reverse to the start?
Kafei, you fool! You've ruined us all!
Oh no.
Okay, this is it. There's the time thing, and if I don't do this right, I'm screwed forever.
You got this. You know, I wish we could turn back time and do the stream again, but you
Step
can.
on that switch.
We'll have a VOD
What? You
link
told me
up,
what to do?
and you can watch it anytime you'd like.
Some setup where the door stays open when the only switch is pressed. Hurry, Link.
Solve the puzzle. Solve the puzzle.
Okay. Okay, now I gotta only touch the blue ones, but not the red ones, if I remember.
Solve the puzzle.
Oh, jeez, I hate this.
You got this. You
So
got
much
this.
anxiety.
You're not gonna Jose it. You're not gonna Jose it.
Okay. Go.
Nailed it.
That's no good. This isn't the switch. Go check that room. There should be a sort of mechanism. Please, there's no time. I don't like him, but there's a choice. Why don't you like him, Tally? You don't like anybody. Moving ahead in the face of danger when it's just for better or just like Tail. That's it. Let's go. Yeah.
There you go.
I think I got... I'm really glad I got that. Oh, jeez. That was... Okay, careful. Careful. Okay. Oh.
It's your first live stream. Welcome, Damien. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you subscribe.
Thank you for being here. I'm
Come back again tomorrow. We're going to be playing Dark Souls 3 with our Dark Souls experts here for you,
okay.
answering your questions.
But that... No. But this... Here. Okay, good. And this down? No?
Wait, what is happening right now? What are we doing?
I don't know.
What is happening? What is happening?
Wait. What if I did this?
Oh,
No, wait. Can't. Shit. Wait.
I'm gonna make noises to make this like more
Stop.
difficult for you. Oh. There you go. Okay, good. Got tons of time.
Just die.
Stab
Just
that wolf with a
Literally die.
punch.
Literally die right now.
There you go.
It's so close though. Get out of there. I don't want to step on that red one. Red one is like game over. Okay. Yes. Get it.
Is this it?
Get him.
Is this
Get
it?
it. Get that. Nope. In your face. Da-da-da-da, I got the Sun's Mask Pass, but I'm not Link. You helped Kafei. Whew.
Man, that was.
There's still time. I must get back to town.
Just do more live streams. So normally we'd stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But this week has been crazy because of GDC.
Sure has.
So we missed yesterday. But that's okay, because next week we're going to have tons of stuff going on. Literally every day next week, 5 days, just all sorts of crazy live stream things.
Oh no, there's only 6 minutes left in the world.
No.
Rufus Dorian says, what moment has infuriated you the most in any Zelda game? It's actually at the end of this game. There are a bunch of mini dungeons before you fight Majora, and one of them is a Goron mini dungeon where you have to roll into a ball and ricochet off chests to go down these very narrow ledges. And I remember the second time I played this game, when I was doing that segment, I think I was like sick or something. I might have been kind of sick, and I was doing that, and I got so mad. It was the first time in a long time I threw my controller in rage because I could not get past that part. And like any slight deviation in the control stick would just send him flying off of, and it was really annoying. That had to be my most infuriating moment. All right. We got 5 minutes to the end of the world. No. Hey, look at that. It's a nice little wedding gown. Kind of creepy, but okay.
This is awkward.
Where did you come from?
From the far reaches of time and space.
Oh, so
Whoa,
you
you're playing
used the Song of
Majora's Mask.
Soaring?
Perhaps. How are you? I'm so sorry. So, if you're watching and wondering where the was Jose, I can tell you that we were recording some cool material for a show we do called Nintendo Voice Chat, and I'm sorry I was not here, but I hear Brendan held it down with the help of our awesome producer, Ben Janka.
He's a cool guy.
He was the voice of the Pokemon, the substitute Pokemon that used to be in this chair and now is not. And I don't know if you can see me right now, but I'm telling you. So you're doing the Kafei.
We Anju and Kafei's quest. We just got to the end.
So just like Kafei and his wife, we are reunited as the world is
Did
ending.
you bring your sun mask?
No.
Because I brought my moon mask.
Do I have to
We
rewind
gotta
time?
trade masks.
Oh, no. Well, I'll trade you this Pokemon pirate hat.
I'll give you my beanie.
Okay. Well, that got interesting. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. What's going on? So this is going down. 4 minutes.
4 minutes to the end of the world. 10 minutes to
I
the
love
end of the
that
stream.
they waited until you have to wait it out.
Yeah.
Like for this to happen. The world is falling apart.
It's a nail biter.
And they come out and are like, "Yep, this is the jam." So I think. No, you should not. I'm on the stream with you, and I will not, absolutely will not deal with you playing an ocarina live. No such thing. Hi, guys. So I'm looking at comments. If you're just joining us, I apologize for only showing up for the last 12 minutes of this thing. But I can tell you that I was doing cool things.
Can't march. He's mad that I can't march around waiting.
Oh, you can't? You want to march in
you
place?
You can't do it indoors.
All right. Did Link ever reunite with Zelda after Majora's Mask?
That's the question, isn't it?
No, that is the question, right? I
think
they
he
lead
died.
it. Spoilers. This is an old game, re-released on 3DS a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's really up in the air. But I do love that this is this. I presumed for years, and I don't think Nintendo's ever refuted this. This is the same Link from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I also think it's the same Link from Twilight Princess: The Hero Shade.
Oh yeah,
that's.
You think that's him?
I think that's him. I think after this game ends,
That's right.
he goes back to the Lost Woods.
So if you're playing Twilight Princess, there is a man known as the Hero Shade who it is alluded that he was the hero at one point, but he's wearing some funky armor. It's not green. I always thought that was a weird design choice because that's not like it's something you would. It would be something else if it was another green tunic. Maybe that's too morbid, or just another armor set that was in that game.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they didn't do that. So
yeah, I mean, it's possible that this Link grew up. Had his descendant line or whatever, and then died later. I don't know, or it could not be.
All right. So
2 minutes left.
Hi, Word789. Hello, and thank you for watching. Yeah, so we just recorded 2 epic Nintendo Voice Chat episodes,
Wow.
and I'm so sorry I abandoned you in order to make
It's
them
okay.
happy.
We had fun. What? Where'd you come from? You just teleported in.
You know, so I am concerned that they didn't reverse the curse, make him a slightly older gentleman, so he would more fit his. Yeah, see, here we go.
It's still a really touching moment. I've
No,
met
it
you
is very
before.
touching. Yeah. Have
What
you been
if-
doing voices this whole time?
Yes. What a familiar scent. Long, long ago.
It's not
yes.
female enough.
We were
let's get
still
this-
young. We made a promise.
We
didn't
were still young.
Maybe it's better if you took the Link approach and didn't talk.
Yeah.
The Master of the Sun and the
Yeah.
Moon. We were to exchange them on the day of the Carnival of Time.
Zap. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just double checking. I'm
Welcome
sorry
home.
if I'm messing up your eardrums right now. Aw.
What a
She
nice
was reunited
payoff.
with her son. How cute. No, I love this scene. And this is the longest quest line in Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
You went through the history?
Yep.
Yeah.
I said
Zelda
that
Gaiden or Ura Zelda?
that's the one that we
Which
didn't.
one was it?
I think it was Ura Zelda.
You sure about that?
I don't know.
I think it was Zelda Gaiden. Ura Zelda. Oh, whatever. We'll double check this later. Obviously, it's too
With
late for
our
me to
powers
make noise.
combined, we formed the couple's mask.
Okay.
That's what they did.
I was gonna say. I know they did. I wanted to go with another joke, but I couldn't think of anything. Hi IGN, please say hi. I guess that's Tony S's way of trying to get Senpai to notice him.
Where is he?
Link's voice
I haven't
acting.
noticed him. yet.
Thank you. I'm trying. Hello, Shrek.
Please take
Orgaton.
refuge. We are fine here. We shall greet the morning together. They're gonna die in a minute, and now I have to leave like a jerk. Well, have fun with the apocalypse. Should we die too?
Yeah.
Should we greet the dawn? It's
you
a
have
very
to?
no. You don't have to, but it's a very
Why not at least
crazy
start the
scene.
Majora fight?
I don't have the fourth mask. This technically everyone I think should immediately
It's
go
funny
and fight
because
Majora.
I haven't seen the N64 Virtual Console version in a while, and this was on Wii. It hasn't been ported to I don't know what black magic it takes to put this game on Wii U, but it has not happened yet. But it is cleaned up, and I mean the 3DS version outdid this by leaps and bounds, but it's still really interesting for me to look at. I actually tried to play through this original version.
We're gonna get
So me and a friend in Seattle, we have a yearly tradition.
Mhm.
We meet up Christmas time and we try to marathon a game in 5 days. Last year's game was Majora's Mask. We did not finish in time. I gave up at 3 a.m. the day of my flight. I was like, I can't do this. I have a flight at 6. I need to go to bed. So I gave up. We made it to Majora Mask, but we did not finish. And then this year we took on Panzer Dragoon. What's the RPG one? Panzer Dragoon Saga.
I think so.
We
do it?
finished it. We finished it.
Should I do it?
Yeah, reset.
Should I we watch the crashing?
Yeah, watch the world end. Why not? Some people just want to see the world burn.
This was a scarring end too.
was.
Like, how depressing. This is why I actively tried to avoid
Yeah.
dying at
Sad
any
one.
cost because it's just like, ugh.
Sad story.
Like, it's not enough to just die and get a game over screen. You get the end of the world in
Yeah.
a game over screen.
No. And you know, I don't know if you talked about this, but this is the best town I think Zelda has ever done.
Definitely.
Like hands down. This, and it's just one location, right? I mean, the other locations don't have quite as much nuance.
I've
But
had
yeah.
nightmares like this, by the way.
Yeah.
I've had end of the world nightmares
Well,
that
yeah.
mirror that scene where I'm just looking at an explosion coming at me.
Well, and I mean, you already passed the Happy Mask salesman, but man, like that guy, right? The way he switches between. You've met a terrible fate, haven't you? The way he switches between his animations, that they don't show a bridge between how his expressions change.
And there we have it.
Man, there are only
One of my
72 hours
favorite
left.
quest lines in any Zelda game.
Yeah,
especially Majora's
all time,
Mask. Oh,
all
yeah.
time.
I think it's so intricate.
Dawn of the first day. Yeah, I love how the cinematic approach too, where like the window is getting the screen is getting smaller as the clock is counting down in the last few. And that was awesome. I'm so sorry I missed that.
That's all right.
Yeah. Ben, how we doing on time? What you need?
We got a couple minutes left. Someone wanted me.
We have 4 minutes.
There was a random YouTube question.
Uh-oh.
And someone wanted me to fight Goat. And I figured we
gonna
got
go
5
do it?
minutes left. We're gonna go fight Goat.
Okay.
He's one of the funner boss fights. I
If
think.
you're still watching, be happy. And if you left, how dare you? How dare you? Sorry, I'm a bit feisty. I didn't eat lunch until like 5 minutes ago.
I didn't eat lunch until 5 minutes from now.
Oh, well. Pour one out for Brendan.
All right, let's see if we can do this. This is gonna be real quick.
This is gonna be real quick. You're gonna fight.
What's the
Some
what's the
people.
what's the what's the song? What's the song? What's the song?
You know what I want to know, Internet? How do you feel about the Zelda timeline? Do you like this thing, or are you also like
No.
cautiously like, I didn't need that?
Some people in chat haven't.
Some people love it.
Some people haven't
don't.
played it at all, and we're gonna go play it now because they're like, wow.
Oh, what,
and,
Majora's? Oh yeah, no, Majora's is an amazing game. It has to be one of my. I mean, they pull the rug out from under you in the first like 10 minutes of the game. It's like, oh, you're Link. Oh no, you're not. You're gonna actually be a Deku
Yeah.
shrub.
You're gonna be a scrub.
And deal with it. Someone's asking what's the news on NX. You tell me.
GRJU
nothing.
says
Also, why is there a paused image of on a horseback?
caps.
Goat. That.
Go.
Say goat.
Goat.
Say his name.
Goat.
Oh, okay. No, you didn't do the goat. Goat like you were doing. Yeah, I was going for a Family Guy joke here. You totally dropped the ball.
I'm sorry.
Whew. All right.
We got this. We'll end the stream with his death.
This chase down as
Yeah.
it is. Yeah. No, that's
Boosh,
a good,
boosh,
that's a
boosh,
good one.
boosh,
I
boosh.
like this. I know. I think someone in the office complained about this fight, and I was just like, "Why you say these things?"
Oh yeah, this is one of the. I think of
No,
a lot of
but
Zelda games. This is one of the funnest fights.
Yeah, but
it
it's
can be a little tedious and annoying if you get
well,
stuck in this
I
loop.
don't want to call it tedious, right? But I do think that if you're not having a good streak, this is one of those fights that can really
Oh,
get under your
definitely.
skin. And you know, every game has one, but I like when games take chances on that stuff. I mean, granted, yeah, it doesn't always work, right?
Mhm.
It's like the old family car. Sometimes you wonder when's it gonna stop.
But yeah,
running.
like,
But at the end of the day, like I think it's a good fight for what they were going for at the time.
I think this is probably one of the better ways they introduced
Yeah, well, they also
the Goron
changed-
rolling.
Yeah, well, they also changed the way the Goron rolling worked in the remake of this game.
Yeah.
The 3DS remake, which
come on, I
took
jumped over that.
forever to come out. I feel like we asked Aonuma like 100 times, like, "Hey, bro, Majora's 3DS, what's up?"
Yeah.
It's like,
Like I got
tell
when
them I laughed. And
when
I'm
I
like,
went
why do you do this to me? Why?
when I went to go get the Goron races to get the gilded sword.
Aha.
That is the most annoying use of the Goron rolling because every other Goron does not have spikes but can somehow knock you off the road.
Soren J. Powlin is asking. He's looking for another title to start with for 3DS. Any suggestions? Did you answer his question earlier?
A bit of it, but if you have any other ones, I would.
What?
Oh, no.
Is it the first Zelda or just games for 3DS?
He's picking up Majora's Mask for 3DS.
That's his first Zelda?
It might be, yeah. I think that was the same guy.
That might be. I mean, if you have a lot of patience.
I told him he should also play Ocarina to probably play that one first.
Yeah, or I'd even say if you just want a pure like beginner's guide to Zelda, to me is A Link Between Worlds. Like in terms of design, structure, dungeons. I mean, no other game works quite like it in terms of, you know, the idea that there's an item shop and you have to buy these items. You don't just get them from dungeons. But in terms of just understanding the mechanics of how a Zelda works and the freedom that they went for with that game, I think that it is absolutely the one that anyone who is a novice in The Legend of Zelda should try.
Yeah. It's a good
I think
point.
the 3D games are asking a little bit more of you, but if you're watching the stream, you're probably into games, so I think you'll be fine if you started with Ocarina and then did Majora's. I think Majora's, up until recently, wasn't getting enough credit as a Zelda game.
Yeah.
Because it was so different and because it, you know, I mean, you told the story, right? Like, this was a game that they were trying to turn around in a year, reusing a lot of what they learned from Ocarina of Time, and it took longer than a year, but it ended up being a game that really experimented with some of this formula. But it was initially a 5-day system, and they thought that
Really?
this
I
is
didn't
too
know that.
much. Yeah, they said this is too much. It's hard to keep track of everything. Like, they didn't make the Bomber's Notebook cool until the remake. Yeah, it was. I think it was a 5-day cycle, and so those 2 additional days, they just felt like it was too much to ask of you.
That's really interesting because
Yeah.
someone was asking, like, will we ever get a Majora's Mask 2? And I was thinking, how would that work? And I would like to see, like, a schedule system come back, but, you know, 5 days might be too much. But I do like the schedule.
I mean, they made the call then. I think people are more sophisticated as gamers today. If new Zelda used the 5-day system, I'm not complaining. Like, you know, like, do it. Just make sure the Bomber's Notebook is a thing. So we're gonna wrap this up here. We're done with the GOAT.
Goat's dead.
Jesus. All right, so thank
Glad
you
you
for
can
watching
make it.
IGN Plays Live. I'm Jose Otero. This is Brendan Graber, who has been holding it down by himself for
Thanks for
an
staying with
hour
me.
and 50 minutes, so thank you for keeping him company. And we will be back
Thank you, Ben.
next week.
Tomorrow,
Next week.
with Dark Souls, 3 whole hours.
Tomorrow, Dark Souls 3, 3 whole hours. Don't miss it.
And
Thanks a
Monday,
lot for watching.
MLB with Ryan in Arizona. It's crazy. A lot of stuff
Don't
coming
miss
your
it.
way.
All right, thanks for watching IGN Plays Live.